Everyone uses some sort of transportation just about every day throughout our lives to get to different neighborhoods, cities, and countries. We have been studying to decide whether or not these two European countries have united throughout history or have continued to stay divided. In the past, Germany has been open for immigrants, but on the basis that they'd come here for work and not stay permanently. Planes, trains, and automobiles are what allow people to move in and out of the countries. The Berlin Wall created an obvious separation for the city, which caused major issues for those who worked on opposite sides. Nordbahnhof Station was on the border and had to be closed down from 1961 to 1989. The people soon realized that the entrances to the station made for easy escape routes. However, they were quickly boarded up, motion detectors were installed, and the guards were on duty to prevent escapes. Berlin's Tempelhof Airport was constructed with intentions on being a gateway to Europe and a symbol of Hitler's world capital. Ironically, this airport was used for the Berlin airlift a few years later when Russia blocked off all other transportation systems to the city. This lasted over a year and brought in more than 2.3 million tons of cargo. Germany is in a tough situation with immigration. There have not been enough births and the population is aging. The country needs highly skilled workers and educated people to migrate in order to keep the population up, but is unsure of how to filter the immigration. If they do not regulate it in a way that benefits them, the population could suffer in the future. Today, Nordbahnhof Station is open to the public, and people are able to pass between what used to be divided. There are plaques on the floor that represent where the blockades used to be, and a memorial that has pictures and descriptions of what it was like during the Berlin Wall. Tempelhof Airport is no longer up and running, but there are plans to convert the area into a central park for the city. This will be a good use of the land since there were people using it as a recreational area anyway. The old airport building now provides guided tours throughout the week, which takes you through the old terminals, lobbies, and anything still intact. The building is also rented out for a variety of different events such as fairs, exhibitions, festivals, and much more. Hauptbahnhof, which is the main train station, was built in 2006, so it does not have much of a history, but it now connects several railways and buses, so it is a constant flow of people from open to closed. Turkey has been an open country when it comes to immigration. They have encouraged the migration of non-Turks and have had a large inflow in the past of immigrants, mainly from Bosnia, Iran, Bulgaria, and Greece, among a few others. The country has been a safe haven for those suffering in surrounding countries and is what caused the huge inflow of people in the past. Turkey's public transportation is not like most countries. Ferries are used all day by the citizens, but there are also some subway systems along with buses and taxis. Domestically, they started out with horse-driven lines in the late 1800s, along with the underground tunnel that is only a 90-second ride between Pera and Galata. This is the second oldest subway in the world. The ferries run about every 30 minutes and travel across the Bosphorus Strait to get to the different parts of Istanbul quickly and also to the islands off the coast. The strait is also the busiest channel of water in the world because it connects Europe and Asia. Ataturk International Airport is the most used airport in the country. In most recent years, the volume of international flights has surpassed the number of domestic by about 13 million flights. Visas are required for certain foreigners but can be purchased upon arrival. The debates over immigration are mainly concerned with the future identity of Germany in relation to large-scale immigration. Conservatives find the Islamic religion a threat to their image because of the culture and whether or not it can be considered German. They need to make decisions on how they are going to filter the immigration in order to ensure that the population can grow. They have made efforts to increase access to German citizenship, but there are still many guidelines to be followed, such as renouncing any other citizenship and expectations the non-Germans assimilate the culture. This causes conflicts with those who are willing to migrate into the country. When their true identity needs to be taken away, it takes away from what they believe in, and that discourages them. The public transportation systems in Europe have drastically progressed throughout history. However, it's questionable who is actually allowed to utilize all services. It doesn't matter how well everything improves if people are restricted from using them. All of the money spent on renovations will not be made back if enough people do not make use of it. Immigration laws have and will continue to affect transportation systems. The more people that are able to use public transit creates more revenue for the industry, which helps the economy as well. We think that Germany should encourage immigration because of the position they are in, and it will produce more revenue as well. Turkey's immigration rate continues to increase because of the number of refugees they are willing to take in. This is something that won't change in the near future because of the condition of the surrounding countries.